Today we're going to get a little fancy. We're going to do a pistachio crusted salmon with a little bit of a leftover risotto Milanese that I did in one of my other videos. So make sure you check it out. So what we're going to need for this recipe is some pistachios. I like to use panko breadcrumbs, which is Japanese. Some Gulden's mustard. And the seasoning of choice is the Sicilian seasoning by Cucina. So we have to season our salmon. Back. And we're gonna need to sear this, which means let's cook this side. So you're gonna need a pan with some oil, and I already have one over here. So please, let's go to the pan. So here I have my pan. You just want to gently cook it. So you can see. You only want to cook about halfway through because we're going to finish this off in the oven. So you can see. And you'll know the fish is cooked by the white. It's going to, if you look here, you'll see it's going to start turning white and it's going to move its way up the fish. Now this is a very small piece of fish, so it's not going to take that long. Turn it to this side, maybe you'll see better. Right there, you're probably saying, why is his hand in the pot? Is he going to burn himself? I'm used to this. See right here? See that white part? Or even better yet, right there. That's all cooked right there. So we only want to do this halfway up. Now, a lot of restaurants do this because it's easier to finish this off in the oven when you order it. So this is almost ready. Yeah. Right here, nice and white. Now you gotta get up close. All right, that looks good. So let me grab my side towel. Always need one of those. This is good. Okay. Now we can head back to our workstation. Now we have to make the crust. Let's take this out. Well, first, sorry. We want to make sure we have an oiled platform. So we oil this just so the fish doesn't stick. Let's stick our fish on it. Okay, so now for the crust. So in a Ziploc bag, you take your pistachios and your panko. I'm going to go old-fashioned here. Now if you have a food processor, you can blend this, or a coffee grinder, but I prefer to use the old way. So we do is roll and crush. That's it. Here's your crust. Done. So we can transfer this into one of our little bowls. You always want to have more. You better have more than less. Alright. So we take our mustard. And we just smear it on the top of the fish. It's a nice thin, even layer. Could be a little generous here. It's a nice, smooth coating. Then we just take our breadcrumb mixture and put it right on the top of the fish. It's okay to have it falling over. That's what we want. Now this goes in a 375-degree oven for maybe like 5 minutes. Now to finish off our risotto, Now in this risotto, I added some spinach to it. This is already cooked. We're just rewarming it. So we just want to wait for this pan to get hot. It shouldn't take long. And we're going to do a quick cream sauce for our fish. We're going to try to make the plate look very pretty. So we just want to reheat this. You can stay here and watch this risotto for me. I'll be right back. Now I already have a piece of fish done already. So you want to take that out. See that? And you want to let this rest. Now for our cream sauce, we want to use the same pan that we put the fish in because we want to use all the flavors from the fish. We simply just switch. Get back one on a low heat. Our risotto. Now for our cream sauce, we're going to need some dry sherry, some light cream, a little bit of lemon juice, some butter, and some saffron. So when our pan gets very hot, we just add the sherry. Just a little. Let that almost boil out. We can turn our risotto off. We always like the flame. Alright, now we add a little bit of a heavy cream, or light cream, sorry. Now here's where I add the saffron. It gives it a nice color. Like a nice heavy pinch. That's gonna make it a nice bright orange. We just want color on the plate. Just want to let that reduce a little. We only need a little bit, so that's why we're letting it reduce. So we're going to add our lemon juice. Fresh as possible. Try not to use the bottle stuff. Of course, we're going to need our Cucina seasoning. And then, last but not least, some butter. We can turn this off now. We add the butter just for the smooth consistency of the sauce. Okay, so now for plating, let's head back to our workstation. Yeah. Okay. So now what we want to do is here I have a plate with a ring mold. So we take our risotto mixture and we simply just scoop it in. So you got to be very delicate. This is where the fanciness comes in. Try not to dirty your plate. Alright. Then we just press it down. Then we pull this up. And it stays. Alright. So now, we take our cooked salmon, which has been resting, and we just place it right on the top with some height. Then take our cream sauce, so you gotta be very delicate, and we just add it around. Could use a little more, probably. If you want, just, you know. Just fill in the holes. Then we simply can just wipe our plate. And here we have a finished product. Hope this video was useful. Enjoy.